Hey guys, Derek here. Welcome back to the channel. Today we are watching another episode of Young Royals. This is episode 4, I believe, of season 2, and I'm very excited to jump into it. What happened last time, though? Last time, I feel like one of the bigger things was that August was replaced as prefect, and right, that's what they're called, or like top boy or whatever it is. And he's not going to be taking it well, I assume. And right now, also, the queen wants to talk to him. I can't imagine that's going to go well, unless it will go super well. Maybe she's like, hey, just in case, you're next in line. Like, if my boy don't want to do his duty, might have to put you in the on-deck circle, so to speak. And I'm very curious to see, you know, what the result's going to be. We also had Simone going on a Netflix and chill date where he definitely wanted to do a little bit more chilling than the Netflix. And good old Marcus was like, hey man, like, we can watch Netflix. Like, we're allowed to do that. We don't have to go to Pound Town right away. And that's not really what Simone is looking for. He's trying to drown out his feelings with some wiener. You know, he needs something to quell that right now. And for the moment, he wanted that to be Marcus's body. We'll see how that develops going forward. Very interested to see how that turns out. But otherwise, oh yeah. What else? Sarah was like, I want to bone you, August, and he was very confused, but hopefully that does not continue because I don't like that. But I think that's all I gotta say. So before we jump into the next episode, if you end up enjoying my reaction, please leave a like on the video. It means a ton to me, helps my channel out a lot. If you are new here or you find yourself coming back often, hit subscribe, ring the bell so you're notified when I upload, especially if you want to see me react to more of Young Royals. And then if you are interested in seeing the full uncut version of this reaction, or you just want to support me in general, consider checking out my Patreon. That is linked in the description below. That would mean the absolute world. But otherwise, let's jump into episode 4 of season 2 of Young Royals.
Henry såg honom i sängen. Han var ju typ helt näck. Prinsen.
Who the flip is Henry?
I ain't saying she's a gold digger, men helt ärligt, hon verkar typ bara hooka med blå pluggar.
Did I miss something? What is going on? August. Why does he look so happy? Oh, he's trying to get some booby pics. For the boobies. He wants boobies.
Every girl makes out with her best friend while drunk.
Jag har inte gjort det.
Nej, men då är det fan på tiden.
Then it's about time. For real? Okay.
Och ifall man hittar den som är ens hemliga beundrare så går man tillsammans på ballen.
Och man får så här riktiga 1700-talsklänningar och peruker.
Det är det sjuka.
It's like Bridgerton.
Hur kul?
Fast hon blev ju halshuggen.
She was, yes, indeed.
Okej, så här. Om du vill ha
Those attention, skicka en not.
Oh, guys, stop giving her bad advice.
så av
Hon
alla
driver med det. Alltså, lyssna inte på henne. Hon är också de sämsta råden.
Yeah, don't give her advice, guys. She's gonna follow that advice.
Ville på bordet.
Did I miss an episode? What is going on?
Lägg av!
He doesn't want to participate.
Vi behöver inte hålla på så här. Vi kan respektera varandras privatliv.
Så ingen var på ditt rum igår?
Det är ju det här jag menar. Ni har ingenting med det att göra.
Vi har ett ögonvittne.
Brother in Christ, he just said it's none of your business.
Du menar alltså att Henry, han var alltså inte på ditt rum igår, såg dig och Felice ligga i sängen och hångla?
Dude, I hate this new top boy.
Han ljuger, sitter du och ljuger?
Ville, det är lugnt.
What the heck, man? It's kind of crappy that they just like spread that around for everyone to know. Like if you do anything, it's public business now. Simon, why are you always wearing pajama pants, brother? Like what? What's going on with you?
Det kanske låter lite lame, men skolan har en stor bal.
En bal?
Mm?
Yeah, and you can go.
Skulle du vilja följa med mig dit?
Does he want to like have him at the ball publicly to make Wilhelm jealous?
Så är det hit du brukar ta alla dina dejter eller?
This could be a nice sledding hill. Get some like tubes. Sled down this.
En skit.
Okej.
Just goes to show you, boys will be boys no matter whether or not they're gay or whatever their sexuality is. They will always find a way to just like race each other up a hill. Anytime. Don't do it, Goyle. Are they dodgeball? Okay, you're out, buddy. Of course he aimed at him and gives him that death look. Like, what's? Come on.
Det hade varit skönt med en heads up om Felice. Kul att höra det där på lunchen.
Simon, jag fattar att det känns jobbigt, men det är också lite dubbelmoral. Det är inte jag som har gått och skaffat en hemlig pojkvän.
That is indeed hypocritical.
Du säger att det inte är någonting seriöst mellan er och sen så går du och kysser honom framför mig. Hur fan tror du att det känns? Är ni ihop nu eller?
Yeah, are you a couple? I'm curious about that as well.
Han accepterar mig för den jag är.
Som att inte jag gör det, eller? Det är du som inte kan acceptera min position, vem fan jag är, min familj.
Nej, jag kanske inte kan det.
Come on, man. I mean, it's true. Like he can't accept him, or can't accept the role that he's in. But then, I don't know, it's complicated. I feel like Simon shouldn't be as angry as he is.
Jag tror att när jag såg Simon och Marcus efter tävlingen så kändes det så jävla verkligt liksom. Han går vidare på riktigt.
Alltså hela skolan snackar skit om mig. Säger att jag försöker gifta mig in i kungafamiljen.
I mean, season 1, that's indeed what you were trying to do.
Felice, det var inte så jag menar. Jag menar bara att jag ville se om du kunde känna så som du gör med Simon.
Ja, för det gör ju saken så mycket bättre. Alltså jag var kär i dig så länge. Och du visste om det.
That's also accurate. Mm-hmm.
Det gör så ont. Det känns som att det ska dö.
It hurts so much you feel like you're gonna die?
Fan, Henry, schysstare att berätta fall.
Va? Jag har inte sagt till någon. Jag sa bara till Walter. Det är han som har snitchat förresten. Jag har inte sagt någonting.
You still told someone.
Är det okej, eller?
Ja, skulle inte vara det.
Nej, jag vet inte. Du verkar så spänd bara.
I mean, yeah, you guys
Gå in i ett
spilled
rum
his
utan att
info
stirra
to
ner.
everyone.
Ja, men jag fattar det. Men du kanske inte ska gå in hit då, liksom.
Okay, you dumb bitch. Shut up. Don't come in this room if you don't want people staring at you.
Får jag fråga en grej? Om Simon.
Ooh, yes.
Så han på allvar att du skulle erkänna att det var du i den där videon?
Jag sa till honom att jag inte skulle göra uttalandet. Och sen så gjorde jag ju det ändå. Att han känner att han inte kan lita på mig.
För han är det inget problem. Han är så här Simon, vem som helst.
Hey, he's not a nobody to Willie.
Det är lite stor grej att be om av någon som man liksom dejtat i en månad.
That's also an accurate statement. It's a big thing to ask when you haven't been together a long time.
Vad är det I hope it's better than the one I got.
Ooh, did that girl send it to her?
Dig aldrig. I att älska dig. Tystnaden mellan oss är jag van.
Wow.
Var inte det så fint?
Dang. Did her friend send that to her? That's goated, honestly.
Fuck the patriarchy!
Gud, jag skäms. Kan inte vi gå tillsammans bara vi?
Ja,
Vi kan gå tillsammans om det inte är någon jag gillar.
Why are you running in regular clothes, you weirdo? I don't enjoy this. This is the absolute worst.
Oh, sorry.
Do you need to get that? Oj, butt cheeks!
Hovet kommer att skicka ett förslag på hur era kommande 10 år kommer att gestalta sig. Och vi behöver...
10 år?
Oh, did they name him the next heir?
Alltså, och bara för att få det bekräftat, ni är väl heterosexuella?
Of course they have to
Yeah.
confirm that. Okay, so they like straight up named him, like privately at least, that he's the next in line if Willie Boy decides not to be prince.
Okej, det här stannar mellan dig och mig. Jag är Wilhelms reserv. Klarar av ansvaret som kronprins så tar jag över. Blir Sveriges
Wow,
nästa kung.
that's bonkers, dude. I wonder if she realizes that this means that their relationship will be over. If that ever comes to be, because he's not gonna stay with her long term.
Det verkar skitjobbigt att vara tillsammans med någon i kungafamiljen.
Probably, yep.
Men Sara, man kan ha fler bästisar och vänner.
Can you really?
Men han frågade faktiskt om vi skulle gå på balen tillsammans.
I think most guys weirdly have the opinion that you can only have one best friend, hence the word best, but girls are like, I can have a ton of best friends.
Alltså, killar, de kommer och går.
Dang, they're going like full British monarchy with the with the wigs. Revolutionary War type stuff.
Take my hand, you hold my heart, hold it close until the end.
Whoa. Some funky hairstyles going on.
Hallå Fredrik,
Ja,
är det
okej.
ingen som är sig till kända för dikten än?
Those two girls are secretly in love, or at least one of them is. She's in love with her. Bro, he is going full romantic. Does he actually like really like her? Am I gonna feel bad for him if she ditches him? Why, why do I feel bad for him? He just seems so genuinely interested in her and wanting to go with her. This upsets me.
Jag trodde inte att gå på bal var din grej. Vad som helst för dig.
Okay. He looks like he swims a lot.
Jag visste inte att du hade husdjur. Vad heter de?
What are their names? Allow 60 people in my comments to educate you, Marcus. on the goddamn names of these fish. Interesting that he lied to him, though. And said that they don't have names. dressed as colonizers.
I'm too busy partying all night.
Aren't you supposed to be playing fancy British music?
Var det du som skrev dikten till Fredrika?
Va?
Ja, nej, men jag tänker på sättet som ni typ tittar på varandra och är med varandra.
Okej, alltså du får absolut inte säga det till någon.
Jag menar bara, jag förstår inte. Varför säger inte du någonting till henne?
Men för att vi har varit bästisar sedan mellanstadiet typ. Och hon är den viktigaste personen i
She doesn't want to lose her just in case she gets rejected.
Jag är hellre kär i hemlighet då än att vara hennes ex som hon hatar.
I think you should tell her. You guys would be cute, even though I've only been aware of you for 5 minutes. He does look pretty dope with that wig. Like, I just dig the vibe of his costume. Come on, drop the bass.
Jag tänkte, du kan ju sova hos mig om du vill. Alltså.
Okej.
He's very distracted. He's not really paying attention to what Marcus is saying. Because he's only thinking about Willie.
Är ni kompisar nu eller? Du och Wille?
Ja, det är vi.
Don't rat on him.
Som bestämde att du skulle ta skulden för drogerna. Vill väl skydda Simon. Kände att du var ett lätt offer. Jag var den enda som röstade emot. Så du kanske ska ta och fundera lite på vilka som är dina riktiga vänner.
No, but I like Alexander. I don't want him to turn on Willie.
Hur går det på skjutbanan då?
Jo då, det funkar.
He's like, why the frick are you being nice right now?
Han var jättetrevlig.
He does seem really nice.
Alls sådär snobbig som han var.
Okay. Oh, hello, good sir.
Du är inte kär i mig längre. Jag ska lämna dig i fred. Din kille verkar jättetrevlig.
See, you can't say that to him because it's gonna unlock his inner feelings. It's like when you flip a coin in the air. Like, you put one option in on heads, one option on tails, and you don't know what you want until you flip it, and then you know. I don't know if that really makes sense or applies, but I think Willie saying that to him, being like, you don't love me, made Simon confront that actual thought in his head more head on and think more clearly about it. And now he realizes he does, like, confirm styles.
Jag vet inte, jag trodde att du gillade mig på riktigt. Liksom. Och det
Ja,
känns...
jag gör det.
Okej.
Ja.
Men vad är problemet då?
Jag såg ju hur det gick för Simon med Wilhelm, men jag kan inte tänka mig att det
Jag är inte Wilhelm, okej? Jag är inte det.
Does that mean that you would publicly admit that you're together? Like, I wonder if that would throw a wrench in the works for your whole royalty thing. They can't have you being with a commoner.
Jag försöker bara gå vidare.
Can you, though? I don't think it's working. Or just breathe on each other. Ooh. Please don't have Marcus walk out here. He's gonna realize that he's been played like a fool. He's been played like a little baby fiddle. You guys. I feel bad for Marcus.
Simon!
Ooh, run! Hide in the bushes. Get out of here. I mean, that's a relief for him. Makes him happy. He knows that Simon's still holding out for him.
De börjar ju när. Vart har du varit?
Jag tog bara luft. Kom.
I just lie. I'd be like, I puked a little. I was more nervous than I thought. Oh, what? You guys gotta stagger your re-entrances more than that. Marcus knows. You can't return until, you know, he's in the door already.
Vi har prövat, vi fick slåss, men det vi var kan ingen ta från oss. Det vi hade och de vi var.
He's singing this directly to you, Willie. He won't forget the good you had. Even though he was technically singing about the song, he was really singing about you, boy. He's singing about you. That was a love song to you, brother. Alright, now go break up with Marcus. Don't lead this kid on anymore. Oh, that's the end of the episode? Holy cow. I swear, I feel like I missed an entire episode. Okay, that was a solid episode. Big fan of the reconciliation, I guess, at the end. You know, we want our two main homies to be together, but I do feel bad for Marcus. I think he doesn't, I don't know if he's aware, like, right? He doesn't get that he's just he's kind of being played and he's kind of being used for his body, essentially. At least for the first 3 to 4 episodes, right? Like, Simon is interested in him, right? But he's not really interested in him. He's interested in using him as a chess piece to move against Willie, right? Like, he's using him, like, all the things that he wants from Wilhelm right now that he couldn't get. He's using Marcus as a proxy to kind of get those things secondhand, if that makes sense. And Marcus really likes him, and I feel bad for the kid because it's like he's being led on. He doesn't realize that Simon's heart will never truly be his, and it sucks, man. That sucks. Yeah, I liked this episode. The one thing I didn't like is that they just skipped an entire episode. Like, what? What the frick, man? Like, they just, like, it's like they had an entire episode between episode 3 and 4 where big, huge stuff happened, and they just don't, like, we get to hear about it, like, secondhand, but we don't get to see any of it. Like, Willie and frick, why can I think of her name? Willie and Felice, like, make out in his room, apparently, and we didn't, like, we have to hear about that, like, via gossip. Like, what the heck? I mean, they do confront that later on in the episode, but, like, that seems like a pretty huge thing to just leave out. And then we hear about, like, the results of August's meeting with the royal not the royal family, but the queen and the royal, you know, workers, essentially the assistants, the people that make it all happen. We don't learn what happened until, like, partway through the episode when he reveals that he is Wilhelm's backup, and that they're, like, mapping out the next 10 years for him. Like, he's got a lot of things going on, and they just, like, these are substantial things that I feel like, I mean, maybe they were like, hey, we have these two pivotal things, right? Three, I guess, because he brought up they brought up how Marcus and Simone kissed in front of Wilhelm, and it's like these are huge things that I feel like we should have seen. But at the same time, I guess in the writer's room, maybe you think, okay, we have these three things that we can put, like we need to drive the story forward, but we don't necessarily have a ton of other stuff to fill in the episode like that. So maybe they're like, hey, instead of just making a seemingly pointless episode with 3 huge revelations, why don't we just skip that and talk about it afterwards, and then just continue our swift pace, right? But I guess, we didn't see it, but now we get the aftermath of all of this. One thing I want to talk about is 2 of Sarah and Felice's friends. One of them likes the other one, wrote her a poem, and they're like, hey, tell her how you feel. And she's like, no, I don't want to lose her. We've been friends for so long. What if she rejects me? What if we break up? And, I would rather her, I don't want her to hate me. I would rather be her friend, loving her in secret, than be the one she hates. That would be worse pain for her, right? And it's like, bro, I've only known of this character for 5 minutes, but I think you guys would be great together. You're so nice and cute. Come on. Yeah, the ball is a big thing. And the tension between multiple characters and their relationships is a big thing in this episode. One, we already talked about a little bit about Simone and Willie, and we'll talk about them more at the end, but Sarah and August, they have this whole secret romance going on, and it seems that they both genuinely like each other, which is, it's weird. I don't want them to be together. I hate that, because he's awful. But he became a little less awful in this episode for some reason, because I don't know, I thought it was just kind of cute and a little precious that he's just so earnestly excited to be with her. And he's because he's had it for, it could, I don't know, it could be a situation where over the past however much time, he's just had this overwhelming sense of no one likes me, if that makes sense, because Wilhelm's essentially turning everyone against him, and he's just had so many crappy things go wrong for him, and Sarah is the only one who's hey, I actually really want you and like you and enjoy you. And so maybe he's just enjoying that good feeling, or maybe he just genuinely really likes her. And it was kind of cute to see him just so excited, sitting in his room, setting things up perfectly, because he really wants to go to this ball with her. And then she bails on him, and I was like, bro, come on. How that's how an episode or a show can single-handedly turn me from absolutely vehemently against and hating a pairing of characters. I would rather die. I would sooner walk into traffic than see these two together. And then you show one 10-second scene of this dude just awkwardly and excitedly sitting in his room waiting for her, and it's okay, well, now I still am not a gigantic fan of it, but that was too cute to ignore. And it's she's talking to him about I didn't want to ruin things for you. What if Felice freaks out seeing us together at this ball? And he's like, bro, F Felice. Who cares what anyone here thinks? And she's like, well, I don't want to screw up your whole royal situation. I saw what happened with Wilhelm and Simone. And he's like, bro, I'm not Simone, or I'm not Wilhelm. Kind of telling her, but not necessarily telling her, if this comes out and becomes public, I'm not gonna chuck you under the bus type thing. And I wonder, I cannot help but wonder, name that movie, I'll give you 10 seconds. 10 seconds to guess the reference I just made. And I'll tell you what it is, but I'm curious. Does anyone know? 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. It's Pirates of the Caribbean 3 at World's End. They're in Singapore, and I forgot the exact context of the scene, but one of the pirate lords that they're after is asking a question. I think he's a question about Jack Sparrow. But just the way he says it has stuck in my brain since that movie came out, where he's just, I cannot help but wonder. It's great. So that's the reference I just made. And I forgot what I was talking about. I can't help but wonder if the situation came to be where like the royal family was like, hey, August, if you want to be king, and you want to stay in this royal role, you can't be in a relationship with her. Like, you have to be in a relationship more befitting your station, right? Like with someone who is not a common person. And because everything I know, I don't know a ton about how that is necessarily handled. I wonder if they would have a bigger problem with him, like if he was gay, or if they would have a bigger problem if he was like in a relationship with a non-rich royal person. Like and also someone who has some form of like Asperger's or ADHD or something on the spectrum. Like how would the royal family like approach that? I'm very curious. But like this episode weirdly made me like hate August less, right? Like, because obviously he did a horrible thing outing Wilhelm. But then he also told Alexander the truth, and it's like, I mean, yeah, technically that's the truth, but I don't want Alexander disliking Wilhelm, because Wilhelm's my boy and Alexander's my boy. I mean, I'm glad that Alexander knows the truth in general, but I'm upset that August told him, because he did it to like screw with Wilhelm. And it's like, I don't know. It is what it is. But I think overall, I came out of this episode hating August a little bit less than previous, just because it sucks that he was so excited to go to this ball with Sarah, and she was like, sorry, not gonna happen. What else? Oh yeah, Simone and Wilhelm. They just like, there's so much tension, right? Like they're just kind of, for the first half of the episode, they're just kind of at each other's throats a little bit. Giving each other mean looks and throwing dodgeballs at each other real hard and just like mean mugging each other. And at least from Simone's end. And then they get to this ball and they're just looking at each other. Every single possible instance, they're like, I'm going to stand in this specific room, in this specific angle, just so I can vaguely see you from a distance. And it's clear they're both still in love with each other. And it takes August, or not, why do I keep saying August? It takes Wilhelm being like, yo, you're not in love with me anymore. I get it. I can move on. We can be done with this. And I think in that moment, Simone really had to confront the idea of like, do I or do I not love Wilhelm anymore? And then they go outside and they make out by the bushes a little bit, and he comes back inside and sings his song to him, and it's cute and nice, and I'm glad that they are seemingly back together. Now, well, I don't know if they're back together, but they're at least at a point where they have both made it clear their feelings to each other. And I think they both understand that they love each other still. We're still not necessarily crossed across the bridge of, are we going to be together secret styles, or like, can we come out in public and do this? We haven't necessarily crossed that bridge, I don't think. but we are at least happy that they are, you know, not together, but you know what you know what I mean, right? We're happy that they did that. The other thing I'm not happy about, though, break up with Marcus. If Simone does not break up with Marcus by the end of next episode, boy, there's something wrong with you. Like, you can't continue to lead this kid on. You clearly do not have feelings for him in the same way that you do for Wilhelm. And I don't think that it's a good thing to continue to lead this guy on, because he genuinely likes you and you don't feel the same way. So I think the best thing would be to let him down easy. And if they don't, that's going to be a real bummer. No, but overall, this was a really solid episode. I'm enjoying this season of Young Royals. I feel like just as much as last season. I feel like this season has more funky vibes in terms of the music. Like, did the showrunners watch like Euphoria before they started production on this show? Because it feels a little bit like they're like, hey, that worked super well for Euphoria, is just put in some banging music. And it's also, it's kind of funny. I watched a video by this guy named Nathan Zed on YouTube. He's kind of like a commentary type person, but he made a video about how in movies and television, oftentimes the vibes are more important than the actual story of what you're watching. Like, sometimes the story of what you're watching can suck, but if the vibes are good, it's an enjoyable film. And I mean, the story in this show is it's good. I enjoy the story of the episodes, but the vibes are also pretty prime. And so I'm just having a ton of fun watching it. I don't know, it's just a fun show. I like it. And I like that you guys like that I like it. I don't know. Tell me what you guys thought of the episode down in the comments below. I would love to hear your opinions. If you enjoyed my reaction, please leave a like on the video. It means a lot to me, helps my channel out a ton. If you are new here or find yourself coming back often, hit subscribe, ring the bell so you're notified when I upload, especially if you want to see me react to more of Young Royals, meaning the rest of this season. I don't know if they are doing season 3, probably, right? They're probably doing season 3. I feel like this is a fairly popular show, so I don't imagine why they wouldn't continue it, unless something drastic happens in the final episode where like everyone dies. I think they will probably do a season 3. If you are aware if they've like if you're aware of if they've like renewed it or anything, you know, put that in the comments. I don't want to Google it just in case it like has some spoilers in titles or thumbnails or whatever, right? Like, I want to keep myself safe from spoilers. But if you guys know whether or not they have renewed it for season 3 or not, or 4 or 5 or whatever, let me know in the comments. And then if you want to see the full uncut version of this reaction, or you just want to support me in general, consider checking out my Patreon. That's linked in the description below. But otherwise, thank you for watching, and I'll catch you guys next time. Oh, before I go, actually. This my cat. He's a chunky little boy. He's just a little beefcake. All right, that's all I got. Peace.